It's your girl, Claudia Jordan. Now it's Friday, and we are back with another episode of TGIF. We're here to spill the tea and break down the biggest headlines in the news and on social media. So sit back, relax, get you something to drink, and get ready for this hot tea. What's up, Al? And what's up, Funky? How y'all doing?
What's going on, Claudia?
Happy Friday, everybody.
Oh, man. I hope it's going to be a happy Friday. My air conditioner just went out, and it is hot in Texas. It's about 107 degrees, and it feels like 117.
See, that's interesting, Claudia, because my air condition has been going in and out for like the last 5 days. So today, this is the hottest summer of ever. It's record levels ever, and air conditioner doesn't work. So I told him that I was going to move into a hotel if they don't fix my air. And he emailed me back like, "We're sorry, there's nothing we can do, and we're not covering your expenses if you move into a hotel."
That seems like it should be illegal in the hottest summer on record, first of all.
Right.
They should be able to take care of it. I got to get my people in here immediately. This is not safe.
I lived in a reputable brand. No,
I'm rich.
I don't live in the ghetto either.
Yeah,
I live in a reputable brand residence.
Yes.
I will say this, Al, when I worked in property management and when I was a realtor, I don't know, it may be different in California, but air conditioning did constitute as an emergency maintenance situation, and they are supposed to fix it ASAP and or accommodate you immediately,
Right.
cover your hotel expenses if needed. So push back on that.
Okay.
So, mate, so y'all have a problem with your air or anything, please let us know in the chat, because I'm not happy that I'm not alone in this. I hate that you are going through this, Al, but I'm just like, I'm sure a lot of people are probably dealing with the same stuff right now with this hot.
But you know what? You guys can go to Home Depot and get the little portable. They make them now. They're more affordable. It'll at least cool you in the room that you're sitting in.
I was
That's a good idea. Maybe I should ask them to send me one, because I pay way too much for this not to work.
I mean, the likelihood of them going to Home Depot and getting one for you, Al, is slim to none, but try it.
Okay. I might go buy one because I don't know when American Home Shield can come over here and fix this, but it is, Texas has been record breaking, well, all over the country, but I was warming up some food. I'm like, damn, it's hot in here. I checked my AC. It was on 80 and it
80 degrees.
That's the temperature in my house right now. It is going up. All right, y'all, pray for me and Al, please, soulmates. Pray for us. We don't live in the upper scale neighborhoods like Funky Dineva
on the water,
right?
Like a rich white lady
with water bugs. Okay. Well, anyways, what y'all drinking tonight?
I'm still trying to clear out these UTI, child, so I'm drinking cranberry juice.
Not a UTI, ew.
Y'all hoes wish. I'm drinking cranberry juice.
I was gonna say, don't you have a boyfriend? Or
that's how we got the UTI, fucking too much.
Right. Well, I'm sipping on tea because we go out to spill some tea in here today.
Claudia, before we get started, Al, what's the going rate on bean pies these days?
You know what? Okay, Friday. Is this what we're doing?
I don't want to say that.
Is this what we're doing?
Yeah.
This what we're doing?
I never see it spitting too. You show that chest. Can you bounce that chest out? Can we see through that shirt?
No, I'm not like you yet. I don't know how to do that. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna learn it though.
All right, let's get into the show. Lil Meech and Summer Walker may be a thing of the past after the actor was caught walking into a mystery woman's apartment on a Ring camera. This is what Lil Meech had to say in response to the viral video. Take a look.
Damn, I can't help my cousin bring the bags in the house. We went to the grocery store, man.
Do you believe he was helping his alleged cousin? And where were the groceries? A few days before the video was released, come on, man. A few days before the video was released, Summer Walker posted, "Can't do the cheating stuff." So what you think? Groceries, cousins?
They must be kissing cousins. They must be kissing cousins. Let me tell you what, I 110% love this video because he looked like first of all, did you see the ass on that woman, number one? Look at that. Yeah, he looked like I'm about to tear this up when I get in here. So, maybe they're kissing cousins, but I wouldn't put it past him. Listen, he's handsome, he's successful, he's young, he's rich, he's an entertainer. What is he, maybe 24? So, and like he doesn't have any, well, I don't know if he doesn't have any kids, but he's just dating, right? Summer Walker, on the other hand, has 3 kids by 2 different men. I'm not condoning it, but at the same time, I wouldn't put it past him.
With her having kids by 2 different men has anything to do with anything. If that's his girlfriend and they're committed and they agreed, I think, he should abide by that. But that could be his cousin, though. Because when they left, she didn't kiss him or anything. She didn't hug him, right? I don't even know how long he was in there. How long was he in there? Y'all know? Funky, you know how long he was in there?
I don't know why he was in there. Okay, that low-income apartment. Ladies, let me tell y'all something. And I always tell all of my friend girls and nieces, there is only one thing you gotta ever know about a man. And if you know this one thing, your life will be forever happy. A man will tell you anything. You live by that one saying, a man will tell you anything. You'll never be disappointed. That's his cousin. Quiet as it's kept. I'm just, if I was Summer Walker, I wouldn't be with his ass either. If you gonna cheat on me, please cheat up. Or please cheat at the same level. Don't cheat on me with no bitch that's staying in low-income apartments. I'm sorry,
They always do, though.
Did you see her body? Oh my God.
Did you see her apartment? No.
He wasn't paying attention to that apartment.
No.
You need to, though.
Yeah, what do you do? You and that's just the thing. Men can't be that sex crazed. You will cheat on Summer Walker with a heifer that's staying in the low-income apartments.
They will.
Let me ask you
all the time.
Let me ask you this, Claudia and Q. Now, how did the person with the ring bell, because this is a person who lives across the hall who caught this incident. So I'm thinking he may come through there quite a bit and that person may have recognized them because that person clearly has to be looking for this interaction in order to record it and then release it to the blogs.
I don't think that's the way Ring works. I think it records any motion. So anytime there's motion.
I know, but they got it. How did they know that was him from that back scene? How did they know when they looked at their Ring camera? How did they know that was little Meech?
I mean, it could be as simple as she was looking out the bedroom window and saw them when they got out the car. Yeah. It ran to the recorder. Or they could be friends and the neighbor could have told her she was hunching Meech.
Right.
Maybe he's probably been there more than once. If that's his cousin, especially if it's his cousin, you guys. If it's his cousin, he's probably there a lot, helping his cousin with the groceries, with the hot dogs, and put him in the hamburger bun.
He need to be helping her ass move
with her hot pocket.
All right, y'all. The world of reality stars, Nene Leaks shared that she should absolutely be on the level of Kim Kardashian. Take a look at this clip from Carlos King's Reality with the King podcast.
Do you think you should be bigger than Kim Kardashian?
Absolutely. If not bigger, right there with her. They pushed Kim to the front and pushed me to the back. And I don't think that was by chance. I think that was the way they wanted it to be. We were together because I was Nene and I came out before her, and it just kind of looked good for us to be together. That's how I feel. Mm-hmm. Chris had a talk show. I co-host with Chris on the talk show. I just think that they made her more successful. And she was able to get opportunities and walk through doors that they just did not want me to walk through. She did Shoe Dazzle. I did Shoe Dazzle around the same time.
Do you agree? And do you think that networks find white reality stars more profitable? Q?
There's several things at play. We can't pretend like race is not a factor. Kim Kardashian is white adjacent. All right. So that's that on that. We don't even have to dig into that. Nene, you're older. That could be a factor. Kim Kardashian, when people look at her, they want to have sex with her. That could be a factor. That's not necessarily you, Nene. So there are a lot of factors. I think Nene was definitely skating around race, but outside of Kim Kardashian being white adjacent, there are other factors that come into play. But I'll say this, Nene could be or should be bigger. I just think the way America is structured culturally, that Kim is more marketable for a slew of reasons.
All right, Al, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I can agree with Q on that because remember, they were both owned by NBC Universal. So we're talking about the target audience and we're talking about universal appeal. Now, one thing that Nene definitely hit 110% on the head was that she felt like they gave Kim more opportunities. And she's right. Because if you look at the numbers, Real Housewives of Atlanta was smoking Keeping Up with the Kardashians the first 7 or 8 seasons, to the tune of, in season 3, Real Housewives of Atlanta was getting 3.6 million viewers, and Keeping Up with the Kardashians a week, and Keeping Up with the Kardashians were only getting 2. However, when you think about longevity and crossover and international market appeal, in season 10 and 11, 12 is when the Kardashians started taking over the Real Housewives of Atlanta brand and started doing astronomical numbers and getting tons of support. So as far as it relates to where they giving Kim more opportunities, absolutely. Kim will give you more universal appeal, which then turned her into a $2 billion brand. Easier than it is trying to take an older African-American female and trying to make her a universal brand and creating $1 billion business around her.
I also think that, listen, there's no doubt that it's a lot easier for white reality stars or white adjacent reality stars. Absolutely, 1000%. I actually think there's an argument to be made that there was a little bit of resentment towards the Black franchise killing all the white housewives in ratings. And I think she's absolutely correct with that. But Nene, and I hate that if I speak on this, it becomes a thing that is personal. I have to be able to speak objectively about this. Some of your issues are from you, because there was a point where you was America's sweetheart. Like everyone loved you. You had all these amazing opportunities, Glee, Broadway, I didn't know you had shootouts, but you had brands, you have people checking for you. But there's an argument to be made. If we are keeping it a buck here, honestly, ladies and gentlemen, your attitude is a lot of the reason why you're not working right now. And on top of that, you do have racism. So I'm gonna give you that. But you can't also help them along with, see, she's difficult, and give them an argument. I've been on set where you walked off and didn't want to do scenes, and you're funny. The camera wants to see you. The audience wants to see you. And it's like, it's a shame that you were like this, you were there, and people rock with you, and they still do miss you on television. And I do believe you should still be on something. You're highly entertaining. But I hope when you get this second chance around that you're a little bit easier to deal with and work with, and you can't just go hitting cameramen and just being a bully. And people are not putting up with the old antics that they used to, because there's other people in line waiting to do what you got. Like they want your opportunity. And this is from Black woman to Black woman. This is no hate. This is no agenda. I just feel like you sometimes gotta say, what have I contributed to this? And we all have to do that sometimes. I've had to do it myself, So that's what I think. All right, Todd and Julie, Chrisley's daughter, Savannah, revealed that the couple hasn't spoke to each other in more than 6 months. Savannah posted to her Instagram story, 195 days without a word to each other. My heart is breaking. The couple are currently serving a combined 19 years behind bars for bank fraud and tax evasion. Todd is serving his 12-year sentence in Florida, and Julie is serving her 7 years in Kentucky. Al, do you have any sympathy for them? How are you feeling about them, and do you follow them?
On peripherally, I follow them. Let me tell you something. They defrauded community banks, and that's really bad, because you're sucking the energy in the economy, and they live in a state that economy is supported a lot by African American people, and people need to know that. So you robbing from community banks and declining other people in that community ability to get loans for their homes or get loans for their autos is just a bad thing. I don't like it. I have no sympathy for that, because you did that to keep up with the Joneses and to create this image on reality TV. As it relates to them not communicating, that's a personal choice that the two of them have made, because in the federal law, in federal prisons, you are allowed to send emails. You have up to 30 email accounts that you can register, and you can talk with those registered people on email on a daily basis whenever you want. So he has plenty of ways to communicate with her. This is a choice that the two of them have made for some reason, probably because they're upset that she's probably upset that she followed his dumb ass and did all of this just to be on television or to be socialites.
Okay, Q, have you been keeping up with them?
No, like Al peripherally, I see little bits and pieces there. The grandmother was the funniest thing to me on that show. Anyway, privilege is just a weird thing to me because the things people complain about, it's like after what your parents did, that's the complaint. You know what I'm saying? While you're probably complaining from a residence that's been furnished and outfitted with the money that they stole from the damn banks. Who gives a damn?
Yeah, right.
I don't follow them at all, so I don't have a say in this. I'm just like, okay, girl. All right, well, whatever. Coming up next, we're taking a visit to the not so sunshine state and later find out why an inmate is facing 40 years in prison. We'll be right back. Welcome back to TGIS. Shout out to all the soulmates in the chat, keeping it popping and arguing amongst yourselves. We love y'all. Anyways, make sure you hit that like button. All right, y'all, whether good, bad, ugly, or just plain dumb, the tea is always overflowing with crazy news stories out of the state of Florida. And that's why we're giving you the 411 in What the Florida. A Delray Beach man has been arrested after police discovered 3 suitcases with human remains floating in the intercoastal waterway. After further investigation, the human remains were discovered to be the wife of 78-year-old William Lowe. Lowe was arrested Wednesday on charges of first-degree murder and abuse of a dead body. Funky, don't even try to say these ain't your people. They are definitely from Florida. They fit the profile. They're old white fish, and they killed one of the spouse. The spouse was killed. This has Florida written all over it. So what say you, Florida? What say you, Funky?
I don't, this is one of those stories I can't defend because I don't understand. At this age, you already got 1 foot in the grave. All he had to do was probably wait another 365 days and the heifer was going to kick the bucket. Anyway, I just can't imagine people in their 70s going around killing people. And what was y'all potentially arguing about that led to this? I'm speculating here. They've probably been married forever and a day. You've been putting up with the heifer. Why marry her? Why murder her now? So, the defense is just going to have to rest this case on this because we don't have no case. Damn, we finding the cocaine and the body parts. I'm moving to Texas.
Al, I was going to suggest we all go down there and visit him and do a little thing again, but I don't know. It's too much rapping going on.
First of all, remember, we can't give Miami or Florida our tourism dollars. So listen, guys, there are usually 3 reasons why elderly people do these type of heinous crimes. One is a mercy killing, meaning one of them is in so much pain that the loved one kills the person. All right, we know that's not it. One is a suicide. So one of the elderly people is so depressed, want to commit suicide, and they killed their loved one first because they both want to do it together. The third one is that there's a long pattern of abuse between the two. And at this age, one of them has just had enough and they commit a heinous crime of such. So I'm thinking this could possibly be the case because he's 79, she's 80. He had to cut up that body and then he had to throw it in the ocean. So that's the only reason, because Q, like you said, y'all been together, you got 1 foot in the grave, you've been putting up with it. Why would you do it now? Just didn't make a lot of sense to me.
Have y'all ever cut the fat of a pot roast? Raw meat? It is hard sometimes, unless you got very sharp knives. You know how mad this motherfucker had to be at her to cut through bone and dismember her body? He was sick of her. He hated her. He hated her.
Well, I ain't gonna tell y'all how I know Claudia, but it's actually not that hard if you cut at the joint.
You know what? Scratch that, Al. We are not.
Wait. The views of Foggy.Needle are not the views.
Absolutely, fuck not.
FOXSOUL.
All right, here goes some more Florida fuckery. Ron DeSantis is seeking legal action against the parent company of Bud Light, Anheuser-Busch. The governor said the company aligned its marketing with radical social ideologies after partnering with transgender social media influencer Dylan Mulvaney. How do you guys feel about this and his hard-on for all things trans, all things Black, and all things Anheuser-Busch?
You know what?
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Al.
This is just him pandering. We keep saying this is him pandering to his base, the Republican extremists and the white supremacists, because his argument is because they promoted that trans person, and because Florida's retirement plan had invested millions of dollars into Bush's stock, Anheuser-Busch stock, that those individuals in the state of Florida are now reaping economic loss because of it. We know what it is. That's not the only stock that's ever dipped like that. That's not the only reason that the retirement fund is down in the state. He's doing this because this is his last ditch attempt to get people to follow him and give him the support he needs on his presidential run. But listen, it's not working. It's just not working, Ron. I mean, you basically, at this point, he should just hope and pray that Trump goes to prison and drops out of the election before he ever has a chance to run for president in 2024.
Ron DeSantis shall never be president of the United States of America. Ron DeSantis, you will never be president. And there's an argument to be made that you might fuck around and not be reelected as governor the way you're going, because you're really showing your entire ass. Funky, speak on your governor.
You know what? It's funny because he used to upset me, but I am loving every part of this. Like, I love an idiot being an idiot. He is digging the grave deeper. And I'm just sitting back like, fool, this is not working for you, and you keep doing it. I saw an interview with him with Megyn Kelly the other night where she was confronting him about taking back the tax incentives that they were giving Disney World. And she was saying that you were punishing them for their gay stance and their trans stance, whatever. And he tried to backpedal and pussy pop so much, talking about, no, it was not punishment. We just simply removed a government benefit and we have the right to do so. And she was like, they did something you didn't like and they ended up off worse than they were before. That sounds like punishment. And the way he tried to dance around it, and it's the same thing he's doing now. You're trying to find every side door and back window to go through to make this feel right and just. When it ain't even a dog whistle. It's visible what you doing.
Right.
Isn't it amazing that people that know him do say he's allegedly super intelligent? Who are people that can't read the room?
Right, on the campaign trail, he can barely talk. I mean, he's a horrible presenter. I don't understand.
Do you remember when he couldn't put his mask on correctly? Yeah. Ron DeSantis, you are a dumb fuck. And I would enjoy watching your demise. I hope someone black wins after you. All right, y'all. The children's book author is facing a potential ban in the dusty state of Florida. That wasn't the prompt, Funky. That was Justin. Conservative activist Bruce Friedman is requesting to protect children after one of the chapters damaged souls due to a spin the bottle game reference in the book. Do y'all think this is ludicrous, Q?
It's absolutely ludicrous because spin the bottle doesn't have to be sexual. Spin the bottle could be anything. Spin the bottle and go hide in a closet. This is what happens when you open up the floodgates and you platform everyone with their just. What happened to parents using discretion and being the gatekeepers to the books that their children read? I mean, the damn author books, that's not part of anybody's curriculum, I don't think. Those books were found in the goddamn book fair and in the library, all right? If you don't want your child to read Arthur, tell them don't buy it. But this is just getting ridiculous, and it's killing me and my homegirl that y'all is clogging up the courts with this foolishness.
Mm-hmm.
Have y'all ever seen the videos when they go to like Trump rallies, MAGA rallies, and they ask like a man on the street question and
they can't even answer it?
How dumb these people are.
Yeah,
and these are people that want less books.
I remember they asked one guy, they're like, how do you feel about CRT? He says, I don't know what it is, but I know I don't like it.
Well, you know what's so interesting about this story is Florida under DeSantis has banned 357 books from July to December 2022, and he has been very targeted on the books that he wants banned. Now, this particular book, Arthur's Birthday, It's been around, this book has been around for 47 years, but they don't like it because it is a book about inclusivity, everyone. So even though spin the bottle, whatever that is, that has nothing to do with a drinking game. It has nothing to do with sex. It has to do with teaching young kids how to navigate their lives. They do it in bullying. They do it with body shaming. They do it with same-sex marriage, this particular book brand. And that's the problem that he has. They also do it for the death of a loved one. He doesn't like this concept of teaching the younger kids about same-sex marriages, about inclusivity, and about that there should not be a racial divide, but a racial evenness. This only makes sense in all of the other ridiculousness that he's participating in.
The way he's so obsessed, and these are not the views of my co-host or FOXSOUL, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. The way he's so obsessed with Black and gay life and trans, I would not be surprised if he don't dream about Black dick at night. The way he thinks about, it seems like he wakes up and thinks about it. He lives, eats and drinks and sleeps gay, Black, and trans. That's all he thinks about. You have a pollution problem, you have an economy problem, you have a worker shortage problem. We never hear you talking about all these other problems you have in Florida, but you damn sure make it the sound bites are always about the community, the LGBTQ plus community and Blackness. And
Claudia, to the contrary, I think it's the opposite. I think in his day-to-day life, he honestly don't give a damn one way or another. I think he's lazy. I think he's lazy, and I think instead of getting creative, I think he saw what worked for Trump and said he was going to do it times 10. I would not be surprised, honestly, Claudia, if this man really didn't give two shits about any of it when he lays his head down at night.
Well, I'm a betting woman, Funky. I'm putting $100 on the fact that there's a Black dildo in his house somewhere. That's my opinion. $100.
Y'all, Claudia is one messy bitch.
How many potatoes, Claudia? How many potatoes is the Black dildo?
4 potatoes. He like it deep. That's what I think. That wife is a beard. My opinion.
Well,
yes.
you want to know what's going to end up happening? One of his children is going to end up being gay.
Yep.
And the daughter, if he has one, is going to bring home a Black man. And listen, God and the universe will always fix you through your children.
That's right. I hope he real Black with gold teeth and dreads. And I hope he a rapper, a struggle rapper. All right. Come, fellas, do your job. All right. Coming up next, an inmate is facing 40 years in prison. And later, ever wonder what some of your favorite viral sensations have been up to? Find out when we return. We'll be right back. Welcome back to TGIF. How y'all doing?
Hold on, Claudia. Hold on. I'm nosy. And since we've been messy this Friday, let's just drive this messy van right on down the road. Q, I think
why me?
Because you started this. You picked up my little bow tie calling me a bean man or whatever, bean pie man. So tell us, what's going on with your dating life?
None of y'all damn business.
Come on, you've been smiling a lot lately.
I always smile.
You've been showing up to work on time, super
you
early.
Look grouchy. Now you look happy finally.
It's going well.
Now this is the guy you met at Essence, right?
Yeah, I like him a lot and he likes me back.
Are you in love? Have you guys said I love you yet?
No, come on now.
How long does it you think what's like a reason?
Strong like?
I'm 40 years old and I'm a very practical person. Like we ain't doing no I love you anything sooner than 8 months to a year.
Really?
Anything before that, I honestly don't think it means anything.
Oh, I think you can fall in love soon.
I'm having fun though. I'm taking my time. We're taking our time. And yeah.
Al, you next.
What? That'd be nice. Q, are y'all exclusive?
Al, I'm in the business of telling other people's business, not mine.
Don't you think it's fair that sometimes we reveal a little bit about ourselves? Because that is the criticism, right? Oh, y'all talk about everybody else. You can't tell us your shit.
and it is. It's just the only thing about it is this is just two-way business. You know what I'm saying? So I don't necessarily have authorization to tell.
No, that's why I asked you.
Are you exclusive to him?
Yeah, are you exclusive?
Have you stopped spreading it? What'd you say?
Laying it low and spreading it.
Spread it wide.
I'm not entertaining anyone else.
Ooh. Ooh, sounds like he's in love.
Hey, month of August.
This is so uncomfortable.
Boyfriend?
Go
Yes.
to the next thing, Claudia.
Claudia,
Yes, fall wedding.
did you ever think that fucking Dineva would be speechless?
Never. You don't ever shut that mouth and never be smitten like this. Remember in the beginning, it was like a different gentleman call every Tuesday and Thursday. Remember that? Look how far. I'm proud of him. I really am.
I told you I was unlocking my better self, and God sent me a man.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess that's what's wrong with us, L, right? We ain't unlocking our better self. All right, y'all. Let's get off him. We'll get back on you another time. In the news of he did what? A man is facing 40 years after breaking out of a Mississippi prison just months before he was expected to be released. Can you believe this dumbness, Al?
Recidivism. That's what it's called, recidivism, the tendency of a convicted criminal to reoffend. You know, there are three reasons they say why they do that, because he was only 6 months from getting out, like being out. 4 months, 4 months, okay. One, they say is family emergency, prisoners, because they have an outside emergency, a loved one's dying, a mother's dying, something they break out. Or their life is in danger on the inside. So they're like, let me get out before somebody kills me before I get out. And the other one is your mind plays tricks on you that you are not ready to handle the free world. So what do? You reconvict yourself, and you do it by breaking out and then holding people for hostage in his case. So.
Just like that movie Life. Remember when Miguel Nunez's character ran out and he made himself get shot because he said the world wouldn't accept him? I thought that was really a deep and sad moment in that.
And this is such a young guy. That's what really plays into the psyche that the prison system and the criminal system is having on our young Black men's mind. When you feel like that you are better off in prison than you are in integrating your life back into the community or back into the back into the world, it's a really sad time for our young Black men.
Hugh, what do you think?
You know, to Al's point, it definitely is very unfortunate because he had been in there for a while and he's only in his early 20s. So the only adult life that he knew was in prison. And it's funny because Mississippi, it's fair to assume he probably came from an impoverished background, probably had nowhere to go, all types of social anxiety surrounding what am I going to do when I get out. And it's funny, though, because, when they said he only had 4 months left and is now facing 40 years, I thought it was excessive. Then I realized, okay, he stole a car and held some people hostage. But the simple fact that somebody had 4 months and they broke out lends itself to the fact that they're not all here. And I just think some level of grace should be extended for the psychological component of this. I think 40 years is too much.
And we're like only 4 months because relatively speaking, right? But I will say this, we all know I think we did some stories about this, Mississippi has some of the worst prisons in America, where they show the food in there, where there's maggots, all kind of nonsense. And was he in federal or was he in state? Do we know?
I think it was in state.
Okay. Well, the prisons are not in a good, they're some of the worst prisons that we have, especially it's really, really bad. I saw some videos at the prisons they leaked out, maggots in the trays. It's disgusting. So I couldn't stand one more day in that. So I can understand that. All right, Delta Airlines is facing a $2 million lawsuit after allegedly ignoring a mother and her 16-year-old daughter's plea for help when they were groped by an intoxicated passenger. What are your thoughts on this, Funky?
They should have kicked his ass. They should have jumped his ass on that damn airplane. I'm normally not one of those people who's a big fan of people suing companies because of something a customer did or a passenger did. But in this case, sue the dog shit out of Delta, okay? Who feeds somebody 10 cocktails on an airplane? Who does that? They are 100% liable for this in this situation. But I'm sure they would have felt better had they kicked his ass and got the money.
Mm-hmm. Al?
I'm with you on this. Run them their money. Listen, the problem is that she made the flight attendant aware of the abuse. And she did not, that's, what is that called? Negligent supervision. She did not take her job and did not take the lady serious. And when a man is putting his hands down a 15-year-old girl's back, trying to unleash her bra and sticking his hands up a grown woman's leg, and you complain about that, and the people that have responsibility of you aren't doing something about it, then she definitely has the right to sue them. In addition, I think that she should have them pay for her lawyer to sue that man for sexual harassment and assault.
That is so disgusting that they would be okay and not even like, they should react immediately. If you can react and take, I've seen people on the airlines literally take people to their seats, right? We've seen that before, and all join in and with lesser things. But molesting a 15-year-old girl on a plane, I hope they get millions. All right, y'all. A woman revealed which zodiac signs are the best in bed, the signs that have the biggest penises. Ooh, take a look.
Aquarius for sure. I have at least had over like 10 Aquariuses that have huge, like it's a known thing. And when I speak to other like my female friends, they all say their Aquarius person had the best and the biggest.
I've never had an Aquarius, and she over here looking every bit of 23 years old and already had 10 Aquarius dicks. Damn.
Did you say you've never had an Aquarius, Claudia?
Yeah, I've never had an Aquarius. I always get Libra, Aries, and Virgo.
Well, Aries are supposed to have big dick energy. I don't know how.
They do.
But, you know, she also said that Scorpios had the smallest penises. And Scorpios are supposed to have big dick energy too. So I don't know if in Pete Davidson and Travis Barker, aren't they like Scorpios?
Are they?
Yeah.
What do you think, Kim? What's your man, Kim?
Listen, y'all, I will be 40 this month on August 20th. And this is just not the level of conversation I'm entertaining.
Oh.
Like, this is just dumb. It's dumb. And she's every bit of 23. Like, bye.
I didn't agree with the Aquarius thing, because I think aren't Aquarius usually kind of nerdy?
Listen, I know enough to know that there is no tangible, quantifiable data that can link penis size to zodiac sign when there is a slew of other factors that have nothing to do with the zodiac, like genetics.
Oh, Funky, you need to take a trip.
I don't like this grown up Funky.
I know. Who are you?
The old Funky back.
I miss the Christ, the Savior is born, Funky. Where he at? This is this grouchy, hating man.
Well, he would have told us about.
I'm grown and sophisticated now. Let me tell you,
we don't like this Funky.
It was my goal to unlock my better self by the time I turned 40. It is unlocked.
Can you not do it 1 hour a day?
Right. Just be ratchet for 1 hour like we grown to love you. Right. All right. Keep it locked, because coming up next, we are revisiting some of your favorite viral sensations. And later, a group of teens broke into a Gucci store. So ghetto. Let's talk about it when we return. Welcome back, soulmates. Have you guys ever wondered what happened to your favorite child actors or those viral sensations that broke the internet at some point in time that we were all talking about? Well, gather your tea and let's take a trip back down memory lane in FOXSOUL's Where Are They Now? To kick it off, this young lady's iconic neck pose became a viral moment when she was 14 years old. And now Nabria Jackson is 23 years old and walking in her beauty. Do y'all remember that meme? She was with the little thing. Y'all remember that?
You know, I remember that meme oh so well. And I'm glad to see that this young lady is doing well, because a part of me always felt guilty laughing. God forgive me, but I thought she was one of the kids in the slow classes. I did. And I was like, we're laughing at this girl that's challenged. So I'm glad to see that it was just an awkward expression and that we weren't laughing at somebody who was a little touched.
Yeah, I thought so too. Al, what do you?
You guys are so bad. Just so bad.
The way she was very, a little
touched. I think she's like the example. What's that? You go from an ugly duckling to a beautiful swan. That's what that reminds me of.
That ponytail was real stingy back in the day.
I like that she's making fun of herself too.
Yeah.
She grew up to be a cutie pie. All right, y'all. I'm sure y'all remember Charles Wide Neck McDowell, who went viral for his wide mugshots.
Oh my Lord. Jesus Lord.
Oh my God.
Oh.
We thought this was Photoshop.
What exactly is that shape? What shape is that?
It's not a shape. It's
Volcano.
It's not an octagon. What is that? What is that?
Hexagon? I don't know.
A hexagon.
After being arrested for aggravated stalking in 2022, he's now focusing his energy, on professional boxing and music. He ain't gonna get knocked out. Not with that neck. He ain't going nowhere.
He got a good foundation.
He gonna win every race. It ain't never gonna be next.
he don't even look like he can turn his head. Like, I'm trying to figure out, is that an advantage or does he need a handicap sticker?
Can we see the picture again? I love the picture.
A handicap sticker, cute. Because he can't turn his head.
I mean, look at, is it a neck tattoo or is it a chest tattoo? Because it's like the neck is so, okay.
It's both.
What's going on?
It's
too, I'm trying to figure out what's off. The neck
you got a lot of extra, you got a big breastplate, but it's like up here, you know?
No, it's like the shoulders and the neck is the same, and then just go to the jaw.
They fuse together. Have y'all seen Big Ed?
That's what it is. His shoulders and his neck is one body part.
Head and shoulders together. Remember Big Ed from the 90 Day Fiance? He had that.
Yes.
He kind of looked like he got that same thing.
I'm surprised Alec, here with some type of condition, because I'm sure it's a condition.
Can we see it just one more time? The picture just one more time.
Oh, and can you imagine him stalking you? Oh.
And the sad part about it is he lives in some hood somewhere where girls probably be out in the front yard fighting over his ass. I'm sure. That's how it always is.
Mm-hmm.
She feeling bad. Go on to the next thing, Claudia.
Okay, Diane Rest Collins became a popular meme at the age of 9 while holding a Popeyes drink cup and side-eyeing the camera. He had a crazy side-eye. That was one for the books. Now, the young man is now a football player at Lake Erie College in Ohio. Y'all remember this?
Yes, what a great story. This is such a great story. This is my favorite story because how interesting is it that he now is able to, because the NCAA rules have changed. So now as a college athlete, he's able to do name, image, and likeness, meaning he's able to get paid for endorsements. And Popeyes has reached out to him and have given him an endorsement because of something that happened over 10 years ago. That is freaking amazing to me. And he's got 2 other possible brands that are interested in working with them.
Frankie?
I love it. No, I love it. I mean, this is the perfect ending to that story. I just, I'd be curious to know who he was in a past life because that little boy had been here before, the way he was given that serious side eye at that age.
He reminds me of like Bernie Mac, like that kind of
energy.
You know? I love that a lot of Black people became memes. Like, I think we're just so expressive and funny. And I love now that they can actually profit off of it and make something. Like, I love to hear that there was a happy ending from a meme.
Yeah.
We are the best on social media and on Family Feud. I'm gonna just go ahead and say that real quick. So yeah, he's got that NIL sponsorship with Popeyes. All right, y'all, coming up, a group of teens were spotted robbing a Gucci store. Stick around. Welcome back to more TGIF. All right, a group of teens were caught on camera breaking into the Gucci store in Beverly Hills. Check this out. What are your thoughts on this? I'm so sick of this crap.
It's always us. It's always the Blacks when it comes to this running out the store thing. And y'all can make whatever arguments you want to make. No, it's always us. Every time you see these videos of these smash and grabs out of the store, it's us. And I'm tired of it. It looks bad, and there is no, oh, the media is only playing this story. Other races do it. No, it's us. And why?
I know.
But since they don't already got the stuff, if y'all selling it for 50% off, I mean, I'll meet you in a parking lot somewhere. No. But this is sad because it is always us. We can't explain it. And when we're in settings where people are looking for a reason to condemn Black people, we can't even defend it.
You know, and I think the problem is we put too much value in our community on designer labels that don't give a damn about it. I remember when I first started getting like designer stuff, like when I did Housewives, I was like, the only time I felt pressured, I had to get a bag or stupid shoe or whatever. I was never into that stuff, right? Gucci was like a purse you get for like $900 or whatever. Then Black folks got on it, right? And made it such a big deal, right? They done ran them prices up triple. Mm-hmm. And we make it so much a status symbol in our community where like it really means something as far as value with you ain't got the purse. And we're bootlegging. I've seen so many Gucci fake ass shirts and hats and belts. It's so ridiculous. It's so obvious too, y'all. We can totally tell. And then we have this. Like, it's not that important, y'all, to risk your freedom to get you a little bag or a shoe or something that, Al, what you think? I'm over it.
You know, when I first looked at this, I was thinking negative, bad. Why are we always still? And then I started thinking, I said, okay, well, let me step back as a brand strategist. As horrible as this seems, this is actually awesome for Gucci. This raises that brand value to a level that, because in the last few weeks, just within the last few weeks, Gucci has had tons and tons of break-ins and steal-ins, and it's because the brand has a value now that people, especially in our community, got to have it.
Even after that monkey sweater that they did, the lips, remember that?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Gucci. We see. I'm sorry.
What?
In honor of celebrating 50 years of hip hop, let's play a fun game of Hot or Not. All right. We are going to feature some of your favorite hip hop artists and determine whose music catalog is simply hot or not. So it's about the catalog. First up, we have Missy Elliott. Is Missy's music hot or not?
Hot as hell, hotter than fire, hot volcano lava.
Hot, and she's from Virginia. Hey.
You ain't dancing like you from there though right now. All right. I think she's hot on the music side and her look. She looks amazing lately. I'm loving Missy Elliott and always fly. All right. Next we have Method Man, hot or not? His music.
His music's always been hot. And lately, he's been looking hot. I give him 2 thumbs up, 2 hots.
I never really got into up north rap, but just from what I know of his career, I have to say hot.
I grew up on the East Coast. The Wu was extremely influential. I love the Wu-Tang. Personally, my favorite is Raekwon, his album, but Method Man is a close second. All right, Queen Latifah, hot or not? We're talking about her music. Hot or not?
The Queen Latifah in command of hot. I love me some Queen Latifah, my favorite female rapper. Hot.
Really? Okay.
I love, this is hot. And I love how she used her music career to transition over to acting, to transition over to television hosting. What a talented woman. Thumbs up, hot.
I was never really into her music as much as I was for her acting. I love her in Set It Off. I love her as an actress. All right, Salt and Pepper, hot or not?
Hot.
They hot. They had a nice run. We cannot negate the influence they've had on female hip hop. Definitely hot.
I like their music, but I don't like how they did my girl Spinderella. That was shady. That was not cute. Dougie Fresh, we feeling his music, hot or not?
See, this is where I'm gonna get in trouble.
Ooh, sorry, I skipped one. My bad. MC Light first. Let's do MC Light first. My bad. MC Light, hot or not?
You can cha-cha to this Mardi Gras. Yeah, MC Light is hot all the way. That's hot.
Yeah.
Super hot. I'm sorry, I thought I said hot. Hot, super hot. I just love how she's been able to still stay relevant. Like, MC Light, when she comes on the carpet, she's always stopped and talked to FOXSOUL. She's just so nice. She gets behind many causes. Hot across the board. Music
and
hot.
The voice of all your favorite shows. Mm-hmm. Paper Thin.
Yes.
Roughneck.
Yes.
Man, she was that chick. I love her music. Dougie Fresh, are we feeling his music or not?
And this is where we get in trouble, and this is an age thing, right? I'm a little too young. All that does nothing for me. So based on my age, I'm gonna say not. But I do recognize the fact that he's like one of the pioneers of hip hop. He's the man. I'm not taking it from him. I'm just saying my personal preference. I ain't gotta have it.
Oh,
Big in my head. Come on, Q. He's one of the originals.
I know all of that, but it does nothing for me.
oh, we have nostalgia associated with him, so I'm gonna say hi, right, Gal?
Say hi.
Real quick, Sugar Hill Gang.
Same thing.
I'm with you on that one. I'm like,
I like Sugar Hill Gang.
Public Enemy.
Them hot.
Public Enemy.
Not.
Oh, of course, Public Enemy. Yes.
Man, show them what you got back in the day.
What?
Classics. LL Cool J, hot or not?
Yes. Hot.
Lukewarm.
Hot.
Nah, pink cookies in a plastic bag being crushed by buildings. That's a true hip hop head would know what that song's about. And Big Old Butt. All right, y'all. I want to thank my co-host Al Reynolds and Funky Dineva. We have to catch Funky up to date with his hip hop. Thanks for joining me and doing a great job. Thanks for watching us on YouTube. Stay tuned for tracks and tales, and we'll see you next week. And maybe we'll have more information on Funky's love life.
You won't.
We will.
Mind your business. Bye, soulmate. Bye, Claudia.
Bye.